So there's going to be a new I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel. Let's get into it right now. What's up, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface and Michael Myers collectors? Thank you for joining me here on the channel again for a new video. My name is Frank, and this time we're going to be going over the news of the new I Know What You Did Last Summer Legacy sequel that is currently in production. Well, not in production, but you know, they're trying to get it ready for that. But before we start, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel. Hit the bell notification to be notified when I upload new videos. Share these videos with everyone you know. Comment below, and let's get started. All right, so I was looking at this. I heard this news like about maybe like two, 3 days ago, and there's some guy that posted about it even like a week ago. But it just broke like 2 or 3 days ago and stuff. So yeah, because I really like this movie too. I Know What You Did Last Summer and its sequels. Although I've seen the original one a few months back, but I haven't seen the sequels in years. The second one's pretty good too. It's another great, I think it was written by, Kevin Williamson, but it's based on an original story from, I forgot the original author's name, from the 70s, like from some short story or something like that of the same name, and he retweaked it in the 90s for the Scream generation, you know? And it's crazy to me that this movie didn't do as well as Scream, because it was shot perfectly, it was written great, you know, the production, high production quality, but I don't know, man. Guess everyone just related with Ghostface more at the time. But anyway, yeah, let's get started. So, I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel confirmation, cast and everything we know. The legendary 1990s slasher series I Know What You Did Last Summer is returning in an all-new legacy sequel. Damn, Scream style already, right? And there are already exciting updates. All right, cool. Let's see. The legendary late 90s slasher series I Know What You Did Last Summer is returning for a legacy sequel, and it has already scarred up exciting news and updates. You see what I said? Based on the eponymous novel by Lewis Duncan. There you go. I think that's the original writer from that original short story I mentioned. The 1997 slasher follows a group of young adults who are hunted by a hook wielding killer out for revenge after a year after they covered up an accidental murder. Yeah, remember that in the original? Perfect, right? That was just so perfect motive and stuff and everything. With its mix of classic slasher tropes, yup, and just a tinge of classic American folklore, like I said, yeah, short story. You know, I Know What You Did Last Summer had all the makings of a bona fide franchise. Though critics were notoriously low on the film, it nevertheless proved to be a moneymaker and earned profits that far exceeded its budget. That naturally led to a string of sequels. There you go. Yeah, the best one was the second one, right? Across the 2000s, which were of generally declining quality. You see, the highest quality sequel was the second one. After that, I seen all of them. They used to come out like on Sci-Fi. Oh, they were just horrible, dude. They're like urban legend bad, you know, the sequels of the first one. As a declining quality, a short-lived TV series attempt. Oh yeah, that TV series that came out like 2-3 years ago sucked too. I heard the Hook guy doesn't even come out. You see, and a short-lived TV series attempted to keep the '90s time capsule alive, but it seemed that I Know What You Did Last Summer didn't have the staying power. However, the classic '90s hidden gem has become something of a cult favorite, and a fourth movie is aiming to cash in on a legacy sequel trend of the 2020s. Yeah, they're going the Scream 2022 route. All right. I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, latest news, right? Everything we know, even though the project has been simmering since 2014. Damn, that's a while still. That is a long time. It's like 10 years. The latest news comes from the writer of I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel, who has offered some insight into the script, addressing the new film's place in the uneven franchise. Screenwriter Leah McKendrick promised that less is more when it comes to the tone, and that she is working in cahoots with director Jennifer Caton Robinson to ensure that things aren't spoon-fed to the audience. Yeah, you see, they're going for like a more grounded, kind of like more realistic, I guess, kind of approach, It's probably going to be like Ghostface type style, where it's just, well, obviously it is just like a person, a regular person, but less, because this kind of has some supernatural aspects more than Scream. I Know What You Did Last Summer. They never really explain how, they come back to life, these Hook guys. Or they even kill the right ones, like, it's confusing sometimes. It had previously been established that the new I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel will not be a reboot. That's good. At least they could, have the other movies in the past still, but not play on them too much. Like Scream 6 did and Scream 5, they acknowledged the past, but they didn't, go into it too much. We know what happened though. Which means it has a chance to reinvent the tone without erasing the past either. You see, like I said. Along those lines, McKendrick also promised plenty of I Know What You Did Last Summer Easter eggs in the movie, yeah? A lot of throwback stuff, obviously. It's a legacy sequel, which suggests a mix of old and new, like I said. Legacy sequels rely heavily on nostalgia, yep. Exactly. So the new slasher outing can't stray too far from the beloved series. Yeah, it has to be close to home. They could do new stuff, but it has to be close to home still. I Know You Did Last Summer sequel is confirmed, so it's confirmed, yeah. Though largely forgotten for nearly a decade, the Legacy sequel was announced back in 2014, like I said earlier. Yeah, that is a while. It's like 10 years before finally being confirmed in 2023. The I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel was officially announced in February 2023 with Sony as the studio behind the project. I think I remember hearing about that a while back ago. Behind the project, Do Revenge's Jennifer Caton Robinson was tapped to direct, with Leah McKendrick assigned screenwriter duties. Little else was revealed about the film except the original stars Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt when it talks to return. Yeah, I heard on another video on YouTube, I forgot who it was though, that yeah, they're down to return. They're waiting on it, They're waiting for when it's time, for when it's time to go. That shit's sick. Hey, Scream better watch out. This is probably gonna be like the new Scream if Scream keeps fucking up. For real, dude. Alright, return. Perhaps the most exciting part of the announcement of I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel was the original stars Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. were in talks to reprise their roles. Like, yeah, I just mentioned that, Julie and Ray. However, little has been made about the cast thus far. Even the initial announcement is shrouded in doubt. Hewitt has since confirmed she would love to return, but it seems to indicate she hasn't been approached likewise. Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie Prinze Jr. cast doubt on his I Know What You Did Last Summer return when saying he hadn't been asked. Yeah, like I said earlier, someone else said that they're just waiting for it, they're waiting on that call or something, to let them know. As for other possible returning stars, original lead Sarah Michelle Gellar denied she would appear in the sequel for a rather logical reason. Unlike other stars who refused to return, on principle, Gellar pointed out that her character Helen was killed in a rather convincing fashion, making her return illogical. Hey, she's true to the franchise though. She's true to the franchise. Like, dude, come on, my character's dead. You can't do nothing with her no more. That's awesome. Most people would want to return, right? She's a true fan. Yeah, okay, so yeah, she doesn't want to return. Okay, for other possible reasons, returning Sarah Michelle Gellar denied she would appear in the sequel. Yeah, like I said, unlike other stars who refused to return, yeah, that she was killed in making her return illogical. Considering screenwriter Leah McKendrick's emphasis on more grounded tone, Gellar's thoughts have merit. Yeah, more grounded tone. Like I said, they're probably gonna be like keep it more like realistic, you know, like real life type stuff almost. All right, what else? Almost nothing is known about what will happen in the film. Yeah, like there's no like plot leaks or plot synopsis. It's all just. But the good thing is that it's real confirmed news. You know, we're just waiting for them to start revealing real details. Almost nothing is known about what will happen in the new film, but the I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel could turn to the novel for inspiration. Hey, that would be cool, right? That would be very cool. Because in the 90s with Kevin Williamson's version, they try to ignore that sequel and they remade it for a whole new generation. Maybe they could take stuff from the novel and add it to this new sequel, you know, and kind of modernize it in a way, you know, little throwback stuff from here, from the book, and you know, from the old movies into the new movie. I Know What You Did Last Summer's legacy sequel has to ignore canon. Damn, that is crazy. Hold on, I didn't finish the first part. Almost nothing is known about the film, right? But I Know You Did Last Summer sequel could turn to novel, yeah, like for inspiration. Despite drawing its title from Lois Duncan's book, the plot was quite different outside the framework of a group of young adults stalked after their notorious cover-up. In the movie, their victim is a fisherman, while in the book, it is a young boy. Yeah, okay. That is the difference. That is a big difference. I Know We Did Last Summer's legacy sequel has to ignore canon. Since the original series strayed so far from the book's plot, yeah, like I said earlier, the legacy sequel could turn to Duncan once again for inspiration and adapt it into more straightforward manner. You see, like I told you, tweak it up for modern audiences. This would satisfy the desire to get a legacy sequel instead of a reboot, and it would deliver the more down-to-earth and grounded tone that the director Jennifer Caton Robinson is going for. And I Know What You Did Last Summer's sequel. Yeah, they're trying to go more Scream, you know, more like it sounds kind of like Scream 1. They're trying to go a really grounded direction. It really sounds like the first Scream. It was very realistic. Like you felt like it could really happen, and that was a very grounded movie. So I'm thinking that's what they're gonna go for right here. That's awesome. I'm happy for this. I hope it gets off the ground. I hope it does great. I hope to be hearing more news about this, and I will be covering it here on the channel. Like I said, this could be the new Scream, man. It's perfect, dude. Look at that. I always thought The Fisherman was badass. I always wondered why these movies never, besides the first one, didn't. Well, obviously, you know, the first one and the second one are the best ones. Like I said, those later sequels are just bad. But I never understood why so many people didn't like The Fisherman that much. Whatever his name is, I forgot. I gotta watch these movies again though, because I gotta start getting into them again. But yeah, that's it for that for now. This was an article on Screen Rant. You can look it up if you want. And like I always say, thanks a lot, Hollywood Horror Film Club, for joining me here on the channel again today. This time for the I Know What You Did Last Summer legacy sequel update. Like I always say, please hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Hit the bell notifications. Be notified when I upload new videos. Comment below. Share these videos with people so we can keep making more horror content. And thanks a lot. Catch y'all next time.